welcome. Hello. Giving you guys massive hugs. Let me know if you're in the chat here live with us for the February 2022 energy reading and guidance and all the divine messages that are needed during this time. If you can't hear me at all, please let me know. And if you're here, always to make sure that all of that is working. But hello, happy February. Holy cow, we have a big year ahead, but I feel like the next 5 or 6 years are going to be pretty big. So, what's really going to be important in like the massive message here that I'll just share with you guys first before I get into any updates is really anchoring in love. And it sounds so cliche and it sounds so like common nowadays that we're hearing that a lot, especially within the spiritual community. And I just want to mention that there's just a deeper level that we can bring into it, and a deeper level that a lot of us just don't really allow ourselves to hold or to dive into. It's so easy to talk about these things, right? And it's another thing to actually bring it into our lives, to actually integrate it within our little moments and responses and reactions to things, the little moments that we have with ourselves and with our guides, with our support teams, and everything. So massive and huge to be able to just take one little teaching, something that you've learned in the past year, in the past months, and allow it to allow yourself to go really deep with it and see how much it really transforms your life and brings you into this point of embodiment. So, yeah, we'll talk a little bit more about that today as well. But hello, if you're here, let me know. Say hello in the chat. And yeah, so the first thing I want to share is that, of course, happy February, happy birthday, solar return to all our February babies. Let me know if you're one of them. Put it in the comments or in the chat. If you have a birthday this month, I am showering you guys with so much love, and we are here to celebrate you. So let us know, let the community know. We are having our soul circle, our community soul circle this Saturday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's free to everyone. So if you want to join us. I'd love to see you guys there. It's actually linked below in the description box. So yeah, I'd love to see you guys there. I'm excited to hold space and to do some breath work, some journaling, a little meditating, and just connecting with one another as we really just anchor in to everything that we're moving through and going towards in this month and moving forward. So yeah, I do those every month if you don't already know. And then the next thing I want to announce is that my dear sister Esther and I are opening up enrollment for our Light Resonance Portal, which is our 8-week group mentorship portal for those that are ready to activate their light language and would love some extra support in the process of activating our light language, because there's a lot of fears, there's a lot of doubts, there's a lot that really comes up to be healed and to be remembered in that process. And we really want to hold people in a safe space to actually journey into that, because it's huge. It could be really scary, and it could be really it could feel really good, but then we don't allow ourselves to bring it into so many aspects of our lives. And that's exactly what we need moving forward, is to bring it deeper into our lives and not just for our own little pleasure, which we can totally do. So we actually have a workshop next Saturday for free if you're interested in just being in a space with us, learning a little bit more about light language. We'll be holding a guided meditation and an activation and all that fun stuff. And I'll talk about more of this as the month goes by, but we begin the actual 8 weeks on March 12th. So I'm super excited for that. You can check it out also on the link in the description box below. But yeah, good morning everyone. Hello. Hi beautiful. Hi Raymond. Hi Natalie. Hi Faith. Hi Bussy or Bussy. I don't want to say your name wrong. Good to see you. How are you feeling? Hello, Omar. Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you guys. Familiar faces. I can't tell you guys how excited I am for our community platform to be ready. It is in the works. I'm really excited. So let's just get into this. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe if you're not already, and let's get into the reading. So, as usual, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Let me know if anything kind of comes up for you in the chat if you're watching this live. And also feel free to type any reflections in the comments down below. So, yeah, the first thing that really came up when I was tuning into these energies was preparation. So take whatever that means for you right now, but preparation and solidifying our foundations. And this is so much with the energies of like fresh new energies, ideas and challenges and just new things, projects, whatever it is that you feel your soul is really pulling you towards, you know? There's this preparation energy, like it's time to prepare yourself to actually make that leap to go into something. So February is going to be a really supportive month for us to start building. There's like this building and purging energy that we've been going into and moving into. And I'm curious if anyone's felt like that purging energy, especially these past couple weeks. We've had a lot of that transformative energy, and this is going to affect us all in different ways and very uniquely. But yeah, it's important to remember that we do have so much support. We do have so much support. And what's really fascinating is that we will have 0 planets in retrograde, you guys. We are going to have 0 planets in retrograde, and this is massive, and this is gonna be this way until mid-April. So there's a lot of support coming in, and I just wanna remind all of us that we can utilize our support teams, right? We can really utilize our spirit guides, our ancestors, our angels, our star families, like utilize them. They're here to support you. They're here to help you in any upgrades and anything that's going on. And that's another thing that's huge for this month is that we are going through massive upgrades energetically on a sensual level as well with our five senses. We are going through these upgrades and it's going to take some time and devotion and integration to really bring that through. Allie said, "Yes, I definitely went through a dark night of the soul." Totally, right? Yeah, definitely like some purging going on, and a lot of us may still be feeling that effect of deep healing during this time, especially around the heart chakra. There's a lot of heart chakra healing and encouragement to actually open up in that healing, and this is something that I personally really experienced over the past a little over a year now is this breaking and opening and deep healing that's going on, and it's a reminder that it's okay as you're healing whatever it is that you're healing, whether it be through grief, through heartbreak, through anything that's going on, or maybe you're just purging a lot of old beliefs and stories and realizations, and really anchoring newer programs that actually are of your natural being. It's important to remember that you can open during this healing. You can open up to the divine. You can open up to source, to God, and allow yourself to be treasured in the eyes of love. So, this is huge. And this is where I wrote down self care is a priority, right? So, taking care of this devotion to yourself means setting those loving boundaries, not having emotional walls put up, but also being very compassionate to when you do have some emotional walls actually put up in place to protect you, or if you have boundaries from fear, like having compassion that those were there in the first place and seeing how you can challenge yourself to just open up a little bit more. And in that process, our body is going to react to the changes that we're making, the upgrades that we're having, right? A lot of the time, we can do a lot of work mentally, especially when it comes to shadow work and everything. Um, and all of this reprogramming work and even just the energetic work, the body still needs to remember how to process, okay? So it's really like you can be open in the processing and the deep healing that your body is still going through. You can hold your body in that. You can take those deep breaths and begin to regulate your nervous system. And when it's feeling a little more anxious or a lot of energy in your body or maybe just more lethargic, like we can assist our body through those little phases. And it's almost like teaching us and holding our own hands so that we can return home to what is actually true to us and not necessarily what we've been conditioned or programmed to be. So keeping that in mind for sure, especially this month, like there's some deep healing going on with some of us, and it's not all of us. A lot of us are also just going through this preparation and this rising of energy to actually go towards what it is that we want to go towards. So just noticing where you're at and utilize this magical energy, this magical forward energy that's here, and this motion that we have, these upgrades that are occurring during this time. Can you allow yourself to receive? Can you allow yourself to connect deeper? Right? So just tuning in to that for sure. Let's see. Another thing that was really coming up, let's see, besides integration, y'all know integration is very important. And it's like I said in the very beginning, we learn things, but instead of moving on to like the next thing, the next thing, the next thing, right? The next program, the next the course, the next workbook or whatever, right? The next certification. How can we deepen into what we already know? All of this wisdom that we hold and all the wisdom that you're receiving from this video right now or anything that you watch is actually within you. Whatever sticks with you, whatever resonates with you, it's within you. Whatever triggers you, it's within you. So we are all such deep reflections, and this is why it's such a blessing to be together. And yeah, just to be together here on earth, right? And doing this work all together is that we're able to activate each other, we're able to remind each other, we're able to trigger each other. So, allowing ourselves to take something that we've learned and actually integrate it, embody it, practice it, and take it into our lives a little more, a little deeper with compassion and the time that it may take to actually allow these things to be embodied within your being is huge. It's huge, and it allows things to really land so much more, um, on a body level, right? Not just on a mental level. Like, we can understand so many things and have all these ideas of unconditional love and everything, but as soon as we allow ourselves to experience what it feels like to be in that vibration, be in that frequency of unconditional love for ourselves, and in this integration of what we've learned and the embodiment and the integration of the shadow work that we've been doing and all the healing that we've been doing. Sheesh, you guys, it's magic. It truly is. It does land and it gets to that point. So a slowing down for some of us, a picking up of energy for some of us during this time. Um, like I said before, we have a lot of cosmic support. We're super divinely protected and we always have been, but let's utilize it, right? Let's utilize it in creating and growing what it is that we want to really grow during this time. It's huge, right? So, yeah, taking these opportunities with a sense of play, I wanna say, and curiosity to see, "Oh, what could actually happen here?" Instead of, you know, pushing possibilities away. You know, there are multitude of possibilities, and a lot of the time we gotta look at our beliefs when it comes to actually, "Is this dream possible for me? Is this desire possible? Is this project, this creation possible? Is it going to be successful in the way that I believe success may be?" So, tuning into how you believe, if you believe what you want to create is possible for you, tune into that and see what it's costing you by not going towards what you want to go towards. So we're shaking these stories loose. I wrote this down. We're healing. The unknown is really becoming known, and that could be very much that dark night of the soul energy. A lot of the unknown is becoming known, and we actually have the United States, the actual country itself, is having its Pluto return on the 22nd. There's a lot of two energy going on during this time, and this is really like two sides of the coin. We're seeing an opening of the unknown, right? We're bringing things to the surface, what we've been telling ourselves, any lies that we've been telling ourselves is coming up. And I feel like we've already been feeling that at the end of January. But this is not necessarily going to affect us. It may not affect us like personally within our lives. This Pluto return or this type of energy of the unknown becoming known, it may for some of us. And really, we're just seeing this reveal, right? There's gonna be a deep reveal, and it's not just gonna be this month. It's going to be over the course of a few years. So, allowing ourselves to hold our own, be fully in our power, in our sovereignty, and knowing who we are and what's actually true for us, and continuing to explore that with play and curiosity is gonna be the biggest thing that we can do, for ourselves during this time and for everyone. Another thing I wrote down, I can't remember which card it was. I think it was the alignment card. Um, and this is a quote from this actual deck, which is the Secret Language of Light deck. And it said, "Your soul is your biggest fan." Your soul is your biggest fan. So, for those of you not trusting in your soul's callings, not trusting in your gifts, not trusting in yourself and in your intuition, like your soul is your biggest fan. Like your soul has this all figured out. Like everything's fine. Everything is literally fine. It's literally going always as planned. So it's like if we're having a distrust there, let's tune into that. What's actually there? Can we remember that life is for us and not against us? And what if we lived with that constantly being reminded to us that life is for us? Everything that we'd ever want would be ours. It would be. And we wouldn't really need for anything because we know that life is happening for us. We're not a victim of anything and we could never be. So, yeah, just tuning into those higher perspectives for sure. Another thing I wrote down, which is really synchronistic with the way that I was trying to schedule, like, some videos. I have a video. Hi, Hannah or Jenna. Either way, let me know if I'm saying your name right. Hello. But, yeah, I was trying to figure out, like, what videos to post when. I recorded a video on being magnetic and sensual and utilizing our sexual power, and it was just kind of like a very introductory thing, and I was like, "I don't know if I'm ready to post it." But now this month, I see we're really merging all aspects of ourself, right? We're bringing it all back to center. We're allowing ourselves to fully, reclaim that we're a mermaid or a witch or that we're a sexual being or a sensual being because we are. We utilize the senses. This is how we experience life, right? So, what I wrote down was merge the spiritual with the sexual, integrating all aspects of self. We are allowing these aspects of ourselves to come to a meeting point to where we can see everything as you could see it as sacred or as a ceremony. Like everything is meaningful, everything is play, everything is about you being in alignment with yourself during this time. And let's see what else I got here. How are we doing? How are we doing? I have a little sippy. There's a lot, a lot. And with all of that, another thing I wrote down was the only obstacles are within our mind, which we know. Which we know, but with all this cosmic support, all of that is gonna be so much more easily removed. These obstacles are gonna be so much more easily removed. So it's like, "Oh, how can I utilize this time? How can I know that and feel that I have this cosmic support, that I can really go through this without any obstacles?" While there will be challenge, while there will be a reaction maybe from my nervous system, my body, how can I hold myself within that? How can I see that as not an obstacle, but a practice of tuning deeper into who I truly am? So really, really reframing that, and with that, these energetic upgrades and in our senses and everything, it's going to be a lot easier for us to do that, right? And we may be feeling like, for me personally, I've been feeling a lot a lot of activation and opening of the heart and the third eye. So I'm curious if anyone else is experiencing that during this time. It could be very different for all of us. Um, but that's definitely what I feel going on, and it's really exciting, and I'm excited to share with you guys some more from our dear Syrian families from Sirius. And there's a lot of downloads and just upgrades and space holding from Sirius that is going on right now. I highly encourage those of you that feel resonant to Sirius, and if you haven't done this already, like go outside and see if you can spot Sirius or Orion in the stars, and just tune in, really tune in. This is going to be huge. I definitely am going to be sharing a video, a light language video with their information and maybe a meditation as well. But just know that that is coming because Sirius is a lot about unconditional love. And this is that love I was talking about, this anchoring in of love. And it's this remembrance that love doesn't have to be, necessarily reserved for all the big stuff in our life, right? We can bring it and pour it into the little parts of our life. We can pour it into just walking to the bathroom. We can pour it into brushing our teeth or paying a bill, going to the grocery store and picking some food, going to a restaurant and choosing what you want to eat. What would love do here? Love is your soul. This is your natural state of being. So the more that we can begin seeing from that place, we see that love is trust and it is honesty and it is integrity. We see that it is compassion, and this holds all of those healthy boundaries within it. This unconditional love isn't just like you love everything and that's it. And you like hold space for everything, because not all the time can we do that. This love involves ourselves. It's this unconditional love of ourselves, and when we have that, we are taken care of. Like we fully respect ourselves and we have clear boundaries, and we're able to hold space in a much better way because we know ourselves and our energy, and we really love ourselves, and it assists others in being able to do that for themselves as well. Loving yourself is leaving space and room for everyone else to love themselves even deeper. And yeah, you're really just putting that frequency and that vibration out there for sure. So let me double check. Oh, last thing I wanted to mention, we have the community card that came up in reverse. As usual, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This is a general reading, but this is the card here. You're pretty. Like, okay, okay, okay. And this just means that for those of us that have felt like really isolated, or just whether that's by choice or not, it's really an opportunity for us to tune back into our networks and our communities with people that are like us, like opening ourselves up to actually get to places or within, virtual spaces with resonant souls. So whether this mean that you've been going through kind of a hard time, or you've been seeing a lot of people fall away in your life, whether it be due to you, upgrading and becoming a new person, basically becoming more of yourself, and you're seeing people kind of fall away in that way, it can be really isolating. You can feel really alone. And this is an opportunity and just a reminder that you do have the power to go out and be with people, and it just takes that little extra effort and that little extra love and care for yourself to actually get up and go surround yourself with these people, because it's going to be huge. Community is where we are headed towards, and that doesn't mean you need to sacrifice any part of yourself to be a part of any type of community. The community that we're really calling in is this sovereign interdependent community. So we are not, necessarily, we don't join a community and it's like you can only believe this one thing and this is the only thing we do. It's like, no, really finding spaces that where you can feel like an independent being, you can grow and you can be yourself without conforming to anything else. And these are the type of communities that are really being brought up, once again. So, and there's a lot out there, and I'm excited for this one to grow as well. But yeah, getting yourself out there. If you need to be around people or if you're feeling isolated or lonely, like, call a friend. Call a friend. Odds are they'd love to listen to you and hold space for you, and just, asking if you're in a tender place, like, ask permission before pouring all of yourself out there if you're really nervous to really open your heart again, or just open your heart in general. So this has been a beautiful practice of doing that and letting people into your space, and it just it feels so good. It feels so good. Like, we do really do need each other. So, yeah, that is all the energies that I have today. If anything really resonated with you, please let me know in the chat or in the comment box below. A lot going on, and I feel like this is going to be really peeling out throughout the rest of the year, and I'm excited. I'm excited for that building energy that we're going to gain here, and the extra support. And just remember, you can lean on your spiritual team. Lean on them, connect with them, talk to them. They've got you. Like, they know exactly what you need, and your soul, your body knows exactly what you need. So tune into you, okay, during this time, always, forever, always tune into you. You have everything that you need. And it's just about remembering that and taking those little steps and those little actions to actually get yourself there. Okay, let's take a deep breath in and out. My goodness, I can just smell my candle. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. Please do like and subscribe if you're not already. And if this has served you at all, I am doing these live every month. And I just want to thank you all here that are live. Shout yourself out in the chat. I want to send you lots of love. And yeah, definitely join the Soul Circle this Saturday. I'd love to see you guys there. And if you join my email list, you'll know a little bit more ahead of time when I actually have these things going on. Just FYI. But yeah, thank you guys so much. I hope you have a beautiful, magical February. I'm excited to share a lot of content that's going to assist in the energies during this time, especially with Sirius. And yeah, super excited. I'm probably just going to record a meditation like right after this. I'm so excited. There's a lot of heart opening energy going on now. All right, you guys, thank you so much. Mwah! I'll see you guys in another video. Goodbye.